Yeah, we are in the place Yeah! It is Wednesday. And everybody knows what that means. Welcome to the Wednesday evening live stream. My name is Backdraft. Thank you guys for joining me. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Welcome, 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 welcome. I gotta say before we get started, I have spent the better part of the last 3 days staring at yellow and gold blocks. Because yes, we have finally been replacing all of the yellow concrete on our palace with the gold blocks that we've collected over the past 5 months. And not just us, of course. Everybody on the Symmetria server who's been helping us out. Super, super awesome. Super, super awesome. We've got about 3 or 4 of the spires done so far. And the plan is to make as much progress as possible during this stream and then hopefully finish up the rest of it before the evening is out. Well, thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. We're going to be popping over to the Symmetria server in just a sec. Feel free to say hello in the chat. Use it to your heart's content. Just follow the rules. Well, alrighty. We're going to pop over to the server now. Thank you guys for joining. Welcome to the Wednesday evening live stream. Alright. Looks like everything's good to go. Alright. So, of course, those of you who join up on the streams, you get sneak previews of what's going to be coming up in the next few episodes on the server, of course. And as you can see, I got 5 of these 7 spires completely replaced with gold blocks. So the yellow concrete is what we used originally, and the gold blocks are what we are replacing it with. Now, of course, the only reason we're doing this is because I said at the beginning of the season that my goal was to get all of these spires converted over to gold blocks instead of the yellow concrete. Because it is awesome and it is a major flex. It only took about 5 months and a bunch of help from other people on the server to collect that many gold blocks. But we finally have enough. And like I said, the goal of this stream is to get as much progress as we can. Alright. So, enough talk. Let's get to going. So the most recent one we finished was actually this one right here, which houses one of our bamboo farms. And I can already tell that we missed a pressure plate. I'm sure there's plenty that we missed here and there. At some point, if you guys have been keeping up, I'm gonna have to turn off these bamboo farms because the bamboo is starting to fill up really, really quickly. Yeah, so the super smelter down here, which is where I'm popping down to. Of course, there's a server restart. We just started streaming. It's alright, we'll just hang out for a little bit while we wait. So there's like 10 or 11 double chests filled up with bamboo now. And yeah, it's getting to the point where it's just a superfluous amount of bamboo, and we don't really need that much stocked up. So once the storage system is completely filled, we're gonna have to shut off the bamboo farms for the time being. My guess is we probably won't have to start running them again for a while. So as you guys can see here, so all of these chests were actually filled up with gold blocks. And we've gotten through about almost 2.5 double chests, probably closer to just 2 double chests right now, as you can see. And we still have about 2 more to go because the central spire counts as like 2 or 3 of these little towers. That's gonna take forever. I don't think I'll be able to finish everything on this stream, but I'm gonna do my best. I think we're at least gonna get that done and maybe get half of that done. Yeah. So thus far, I think I've spent maybe a total of 6 hours doing this so far, replacing all of these yellow concrete blocks with the gold blocks. Yeah, pretty time consuming, but a promise is a promise. So let's go ahead and get started. And of course, I'm using all of the pressure plates once again. I'm just kind of breaking the blocks, and then once a section is done for the spire, I'm just putting them all back. But this is what I've been doing for the past 2 days. Combined total of about 6 hours. Like I said, I got to play a few hours each the past couple days. And yeah, I'm looking to just chillax and keep this up. So this should take us like an hour or so to do this tower. It would take us less time, but it's kind of complicated when we already have stuff inside the tower. In this case, we have the bamboo farm inside this one. But, yeah, there's some redstone and stuff that we have to make sure is maintained, and it gets a little complicated, but no biggie big. These are the sacrifices we make for perfection. I might have to turn my sounds down because that clicking is gonna get annoying. I can already tell it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn it off in a sec, because every time I step on a pressure plate, it's just gonna click. When I was actually doing this by myself, I had to turn it off because I was just getting overly annoyed. So I'll just turn it down. If it's, you guys won't be able to hear it over the music. Hopefully. Or maybe you can, I don't know. Yeah, let me just turn the sounds completely off. I don't even really need it. Alright, yeah, that's better. Yeah, that would just annoy me half to death, and if it annoys me half to death, it probably annoys you guys half to death as well, so. So, this is what I plan on doing. And I'll give progress updates every now and then, and once we get this first spire done, I'll fly out and I'll show you guys as it starts coming together. Jake, what's going on? Jake, I haven't forgot about your staircase. There was a time where I was actually ready to go with it, and then I looked and you weren't online. And also for the past 2 days, this is all I've been doing, so. But how are you, friend? How's things? What's the latest that you're working on? I want to know what's going on. This is the latest for me. And a couple other little redstone things I was doing, and I also plan on in this next episode, which I know you guys don't really know about yet, but planning for this next episode is I'm actually building a villager trading hall. Well, you guys actually saw on the last live stream, those of you who were here, you actually saw me carting around some villagers, so I think you all knew about that. But yes, Philip and Dr. Morris are doing just fine, actually. They are chillaxing down inside the base, protected from all mobs, hopefully. I mean, you never know with how unpredictable things are, so. Just added a lot more things to my house of bones. Oh, you did? What'd you add? I know you sold a lot of stuff there. I frequent your shop because of the variety. One thing I was wondering if you could actually put trapdoors on top of. Why am I I feel like that's not enough. I feel like I lost some. I was wondering if you could put trapdoors on top of glass and still have light pass through. I think you can, technically. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Kind of. Whatever. On to the next row. Okay. I think you can. I just haven't really messed around with it enough to know. I mean, the way that we'll find out is you just throw down a trapdoor, or not a trapdoor, throw down a piece of glass over a daylight sensor, and, or just use the overlay mod like I do. I have a wool shop, but I put the wool in there too, added all dyes, purple dyes, and rods, cactus, and some flowers, and 3 types of vines. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've been thinking about actually converting Minever over into a... Am I seeing things? I think I might be seeing things, but for some reason I keep thinking I'm seeing name tags, like there's somebody crouching in my base. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe. Oh, it's just particle effects. I think it's just particle effects. I'm losing my mind. I've been staring at yellow and gold for 2 days, so this is what happens. But yeah, actually, Jake, I was thinking about repurposing Minever, still having the redstone consultation service, because everybody keeps using that over and over again, which is great because I'm making a good living off of that. But I was thinking about adding in some other items to the shop, and then have the redstone service as like a separate part where people can still come and hire redstone jobs. But the whole point of Minever was to have Symmetrians come and, you know, have a place where they can post their own services or come and find other services, and nobody really uses it except to come and hire me, which is fine. But you know, if they're just gonna come and hire me, then, you know, I guess it's you know, I could probably change it and add some other items to the shop. I mean, I do sell gold. Well, I have mass quantities of gold since I have the gold farm. I have mass quantities of bamboo. I mean, people don't really need bamboo. Most people just grow their own bamboo, so I don't know. I'd have to come up with some stuff. The thing is, I really wouldn't want to sell things that other people are already selling, especially if those other people have access to it in bulk. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out, though. I did actually talk to False as well the other day, because I was curious if I'd be able to add some redstone to my shop, just to kind of make it look a little bit more, you know, like, hey, this is a redstone shop sort of thing, because most people don't even have no clue what it is unless they come inside and read, and it's not very good advertising. So I was thinking of maybe adding something to just show, like, you know, this is where you would come to get redstone. So actually, because at the beginning of the season, False actually told us that we weren't allowed to, False told us that we weren't allowed to do redstone in the shopping district, but I ended up asking her later in the season, and she said so long as it wasn't really that crazy, it was okay. So just because they don't want lag, which is understandable. But I like to think I know what I'm doing. Yep, so this is what I've been doing the past 2 days. Not very entertaining. But it makes for great live stream content, because then I can just sit here and talk to you guys. And maybe if we get enough people this time around, because I haven't done it in a while, maybe we can do a round of Minecraft trivia, which would be really cool. We haven't done that in a while. And we lost connection. So for the next couple minutes, I'm just gonna kind of sit here and stare at the camera. I was totally kidding. I'm not gonna do that for the whole 2 minutes. I had you for a second there, didn't I? Oh man. Is my face really dark, or is it just me? Awkward. I meant, like, you know, by dark I meant like, is there enough light? Let's see. Is that better? I think that's a little better. Or was it bright enough before? I can't tell. How does it look on the other monitor? See, I have 2 different monitors with 2 different levels of brightness, 2 different types of monitors even, and one of them's really bright and the other one's like just right. So I can never really tell like what level of brightness is good or not. So let me actually just turn it down, because I think a little more gloomy is fine. I saw you leave that sign when Honey Buddy was AFK. You were jumping around before you left the sign. Yes, I did. Whenever somebody's AFK at the farm and I catch them, I always leave a little hello. Yeah, I think I actually, even though I finally have all the gold blocks I need, I think I'm gonna do some more AFK and then do some piglin trading, just to kind of stock up on well, the big things that you get that I would be interested in is leather. Leather is one of the bigger things you get from piglin trading that I'm interested in. And I mean, everything else is added bonus. I didn't want to say anything with seeing what you were doing. Yeah. I thought it would have been hilarious if you started moving. But yeah. I always leave a little sign when I catch somebody at the farm. You know, the funny thing about that farm actually is the storage that I have set up next to it should be enough in theory if you have perfect rates. That storage should be enough actually for you to fill up in just one 8-hour session with that farm, because that farm is so ridiculously fast on a single player world that, I mean, it's pretty much the fastest gold farm you can build. It's got like just the perfect amount of spawn spaces. It's just perfectly set above the nether roof enough. Like, I did a lot of research with that one. I mean, I didn't design it, but you know, I literally tried to find the fastest possible gold farm that you could get, since, like I said, I need a lot of gold this season. Yeah, since there's rarely, like, you know, there's always at least like 1 or 2 people on the server, so the rates are never going to be perfect. Because if you clone that farm over to a test server, or I'm sorry, just a single player world, like, it's just non-stop. Like, it's just literally raining pigmen non-stop. It's pretty crazy. Really, the only thing that would make it faster is if you were somehow able to get all of those pigmen to the player and then have the player kill them with a sword. That's really a looting 3 sword. That's really the only way that farm could get faster, but with how it's designed, I really don't see how that's even possible. That shouldn't be there. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I mean, there's ways to do it, but you'd have to you'd have to design the farm differently. And quite frankly, I actually didn't really want to sit there and swipe my sword if I didn't have to. So doing that, it does give you more gold, and it actually gives you a chance of getting a gold ingot from the pigmen as well. Like I said, I really didn't. It wasn't, I wanted to be able to fully AFK. Solid. Solid in the house. What's up? So we're just doing that thing that I promised I would do 5 months ago. Replacing all of the spires on my base with gold blocks. You know, nothing major. So yeah, like I said, I've been at this for about 6-7 hours total thus far. Played some yesterday, played some the day before, and this is all I've been doing. Because I want to get this done. Has it been 5 months? Yes, actually. I built, well, not quite 5 months, because technically my gold collection started after I built my farm, but I'm pretty sure that farm was like the first like month, within the first month of the server going live. Whatever video that is on my of the series, whenever that was released was relatively around when my gold collection started. So it's been a while. At least 4 months. It's been at least 4 months, I know for a fact. And of course, I wasn't the only one who was collecting the gold. But yeah, the server started, what was it, like August 8th or something? Something like that. Yeah, because I remember the second week is when I finally got around to coming over here to the desert. And I built my gold farm. It must have been like a month after the server went up is when I built it. Yeah, technically over 5 months because August was... Yeah. Yeah. I think I built my gold farm like beginning of September. Something like that, yeah. So it's been a good 4-ish months that it took to collect up all those gold blocks. And like I said, I wasn't even doing it all by myself. Most of it, actually, the majority of the gold was donated. Yeah, because I remember I did the math. I mean, that was with when there was at least like 10 people on the server at any given time too, earlier in the season when I did the math on how long it was going to take. But it was like 30 days of AFK or something to get all the gold. Obviously, there was people who were able... Like, I know Jake and Honey Bunny, who... Jake is Honey Bunny is Jake. But, 1, 2... I think there's 4 here, right? Yeah, we'll do 3... Yeah, this is how we did it before. 2, 3. Boom, boom. 2, 3. But yeah, I know Jake collected a ton of it. Fluffy Butt was another one who helped. And then there was various smaller donations from several people. But if everybody on the server gives a stack, you know, that's like, you know, however many stacks that is. So every little bit counts. Yeah, that was about 3.5 days at Christmas with not too many people on. Yeah, so it literally took you 3.5 days straight. So that's like how many 8-hour sessions technically? So if it's 72 hours, that's like almost, that's actually 9 8-hour sessions. I was doing it based on 8-hour sessions because I was saying I was only going to AFK overnight for 8 hours a night. So that makes sense. 250 stacks of gold blocks. It's actually, so it's 54 times 4, which is 216 plus 20. Yeah, it's pretty close to 250 stacks. Yeah, and the rates that Jake was getting for AFKing for 3 days straight was pretty close to what I was seeing because I would get like maybe 6 or 7 stacks of gold blocks in an 8-hour session, which I think makes sense. Yeah, so this is where it gets a little wonky because there's redstone under here and I need to replace the blocks that the redstone is sitting on. So I just need to make sure that I restore that redstone and I don't leave the contraption broken. So when I did the spire over there with the bamboo farm in that one, I had to worry about the same thing. Also, when I did the sugarcane farm, the spire for the sugarcane farm, I had to do the same thing. I broke a bunch of redstone over there too. But talking to you guys actually makes this pass by. We're already half an hour in. And in terms of pickaxes, this is actually, just from breaking the yellow concrete, this is actually my second pickaxe. My main pickaxe, this is my backup Silk Touch pickaxe. My main pickaxe is already reduced to nothing. So we're probably gonna reduce this one down. Once this one gets down though, I'm gonna run over to the Ender and recharge them both, just because I like using the Silk Touch ones. I do have another one that's Fortune 3, but I'd rather use the Silk Touch ones. Oh, last night a creeper blew up Origami's hidden staircase. It took me a while to fix it. It would have been a nightmare if I didn't enjoy doing redstone. Yeah, it's, I feel your pain there. Once I get to a certain point, well, once I got to a certain point on this server, I started getting very, very obsessive over making sure that everything was lit up, because I don't want creepers anywhere near me if I can help it. The best defense against creepers is a torch. You may think you need a sharpness 5 sword or the best bow you can get in the game, but no, the best defense against creepers is light. Okay. I thought it was a cat. Well, I guess you could make that argument. But what's better, scaring the creeper away or forbidding the creeper from existing in the first place? Oh no. I mean, think about it. I think Thanos kind of had the right idea there, you know? Like, what's better? Like, making it so that your enemies never existed? Well, half of your enemies never existed. Or making them terrified of you so they just leave you alone. Honestly, I think it's making it that they never existed. Like right there! Speak of the devil appears. We had to just talk about creepers. And he blew up! Come on! Are you kidding me? I don't have game sounds on. Oh my god. See, this is why, you know, this is why you don't talk about creepers. Because then they come out of nowhere and just wreck your face. And now I'm gonna need to go build some more trapdoors, which is fine because I think I have an overabundance of gold blocks. Oh no, I think we're good. Oh no, we're not. We're totally good. See, if you had a cat, then it would have ran away from you. You know what, Solid? I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you for the rest of the night. Because... Just kidding. But not really. What? Oh, he scared me. Alright, let's make some more. Yeah, we're gonna need a couple more of those just to have them handy because, you know, some of them fall through the cracks and whatnot, so. You know, I did have a cat, but I think it died. Yeah, I mean, plus I'm right next to a village, so, you know. All right, now we gotta get inside, so let's just break this. Bloopity. Yeah, so now we're just gonna start replacing all this bad bois. So we're just kind of gonna work our way around here. And we're gonna have to break into the bamboo part in order to get to the sides. And then we're also gonna have to go outside because I did cover up some of the outside. So we're gonna have to use some scaffolding to get around. Solid, I was just kidding. You can keep talking. Looks like our pickaxe is definitely gonna break it. Oh, well, not break, but get done. I think you missed a block in the corner. Yeah, that one has redstone on it, so I was waiting on that. I'll get to that in a sec. And this one has a lever on it, so we're gonna have to make sure we replace that. So that lever actually powers that rail right there. Actually, before I do that, that block actually has to get replaced. Catch it! Yes, okay. Alright, cool. Now! What? Wish I had a trapdoor on me. I think I do, actually. I do. Okay. So make this a lot easier. There we go. Come on. Place the right way. Thank you. Alright. GG. Thank you. Alright. Okay, yeah. Go. Also got to make sure that I light all this back up because we don't want mob spawning. Oh yeah, we got to break those. Lost one. Ripperino. Yeah, there's going to be some we're going to have to replace while we're outside. I've been finding that I really just need to pillar up with some scaffolding. There's really no other good way to get some of those blocks. What is this song? It's like somebody breathing heavily. Alright, so I'm gonna grab that piece of redstone and we're gonna need to replace that one, so we'll put that down. And then that why won't it? Oh, the farm's activating. Or is it? Yeah, the farm activated. I was gonna say, why isn't this working? I have trouble with mine since it's in the ocean. Yeah, so I need to break that, and then this one has to be replaced. And then this block. I just want to get the ones with redstone on them. Yeah, get the ones with redstone on them so that I don't break it while I'm outside, because then it would be really hard for me to see if I actually broke it. So, you know. At least you could use scaffolding. I have trouble with mine since it's in the ocean. Yeah, that's that can probably be a pain in the neck. All right, let's get to replacing all this, and then we'll light this area up. Oh, I gotta do the upper part first. Question, you guys ever played Civilization? Any of them? I know there's like 6 of them. And do I have any redstone projects planned? Yes, I actually have Jake's hidden staircase that I still have to do. Probably very, very soon. And Jacobus asked for a melon and pumpkin farm, so that's pretty routine. Pretty simple. Nope, those type of games would put me to sleep. Really? Strategy games put you to sleep? I mean, I guess everybody has their cup of tea. Jake says all of them. Nice. So I'm a pretty big fan of those games, and I just started watching. I know it's older now, but I started watching a Let's Play of Civilization 3, and it really made me want to play it. Civilization 3 was my favorite. I played 1, 3, and 5. I actually haven't played, and a little bit of 4, and then a little bit of the one that was on console. Whichever one that was. I can't remember the name of it. So yeah, I loved those games, even the old one. Yeah. That's the one I'm talking about. The one where it's it's just like a top-down view. Civilization, like the original Civilization, where like all your units are just squares. Yeah, that one was really cool. I played that way back when. Yeah, I never played 2, and I never played 6. But yeah, like I said, I was just watching a Let's Play. It's a pretty old Let's Play, but very, 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 very good. The guy's pretty good at the game. I mean, it's a quick Let's Play too. Like, he only plays for like, I don't know, like a couple hours. Like, the game only lasts like a total of like, I don't even know for sure, but it's not a very long game. It's very, very cool. Before I got on the server, I would play every now and then. Yeah, I find myself now that well, I mean, I've been doing Minecraft videos for a few years, but now that I'm actually a part of a server, I've found myself trying to put as much time as possible into the server, because when I was doing single player stuff, that was all fine and dandy, but I found that I would burn out very quickly. But now that I'm actually a member of a community, I want to make sure that I stay on top of it. Because I'm having, I've always had a lot of fun with YouTube, because otherwise I really wouldn't really be doing it. So, and I never actually got through an entire series, honestly, on my channel. Like, I always kind of bounce around between series. I think the one that I got the furthest along in was my Sky Factory 3 series. I got pretty far with that. I think I got to like 30 some episodes with that, and I was very, very hell-bent on finishing it, but that's when my old computer kind of took a dump, and I had to stop doing my YouTube channel for a little while until I was able to get a new one. But yeah. But yeah, other than that, single player survival series on my channel, I've never really been able to finish one, because I just always keep jumping around. So that's my goal, is to get through this entire season, build as much of everything that I have planned, and just have fun. But the thing is, I do play other games, but I always tell myself when I start playing the game, okay, like, there's got to be a point where I get back and, make time for the server. Solid says, yes, I like a bit more of action in my games, tactical games like Disgaea and XCOM. I don't know what Disgaea is, but I know what XCOM is. XCOM's a lot of fun. What about like StarCraft, like RTS games? Can you do those? I'm a huge StarCraft fan. I haven't played in a while, but I was a Diamond League Zerg, which I was pretty proud of. Sorry, posture check. My shoulder's starting to hurt. There we go. RTS is doable. You have to focus more. Yeah. The thing about RTSs though, which are appealing, more appealing than like turn-based games like Civilization, at least from what I've seen, is there's a skeleton in there. What was I trying to say? They're quick. So I mean, you can play a game of StarCraft that'll last an hour, but 90% of the games you play will be like at most 10 to 15 minutes long. So that's one thing I liked about it. I mean, there were some games, but that's only when like either your opponent is being like kind of turtley, or you're playing turtley, meaning you're just playing straight up defensive. But you know, but once you get good enough at the game, at like something like StarCraft, you just kind of steamroll through people, and then you'll eventually get to a point where you're playing against somebody who's good at the game, just like you. Or well, good. What I meant to say was at your skill level, because that's how the ladder placement works in Blizzard games. But so then your games will most likely be 10 to 15 minutes, and then it'll just be a matter of, you know, who pulls a better strategy, or who can play faster or whatever, you know. Jacobus, sup, Jacobus? Have you been on the server lately? I haven't seen you. I know you usually didn't really play when I was on, except for like on the weekends, but yeah. Alrighty, so let's bust out of here. And then it's time to start scaffolding. Because, ow, why didn't my lighter activate? All right, so we're pretty much done. There's just a couple sections for this tower. Yeah, a couple sections underneath here that we just need to do. And we'll just bust out our scaffolding. I'm gonna grab a couple more stacks of gold. And we'll get going with that. So yeah, Jacob, we're finally getting around to putting all the gold into my Mobilis. So that's what we are up to. This is the second last tower, and then we have to do the dreaded central tower, which is probably going to take a while. But what else is Minecraft for if not to grind out gigantic builds? You know, I actually make Minecraft my main game and only play other games when I need a break. I did a series on a server, but only made it up to episode 25 till the server died. Ah. Gotcha. Yeah, Minecraft is definitely my main game. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't play other games directly on my channel even. I mean, if I'm playing other games right now, at least it's just, you know, games that I just play on my own. Like I played RimWorld a lot during Christmas break when I took a bit of a break, which I think everybody kind of takes a break around the holidays. But I played quite a bit of RimWorld. RimWorld's a lot of fun. And then I was playing what else was I playing? I was playing another game, but the thing is, like, I would play that game like for a couple hours like on the weekend or whatever, and then like I would make sure to get back to Minecraft later in the day, so I would play a bit of each game each day just to stay on top of it, because otherwise you burn out. Like, I've been doing this long enough that it's very, very clear that you will burn out. You have to keep it interesting. I think playing on a server definitely keeps it interesting. Right, we got a couple here. And I think that's it for this side. Let me do a quick fly. Looks like we have a couple more pieces. We just got to go out a little bit more. And up a little bit too. That should be it for that side. By the way, if anybody needs yellow concrete, I'm gonna have about 4 double chests full, so feel free to let me know. I'll sell it very, very cheap. I'll sell you like a shulker box for like 2 diamonds. Why not? Maybe a little bit more, maybe 3 diamonds. Because it did take me a while to collect all the sand and gravel for all this. Actually, the central tower is going to be pretty easy because I can literally do the entire roof outside and then the entire inside from the inside of the tower, because there isn't really much inside the tower that would block me. Jake says, yeah, playing single player, I would play like a month, half in survival and half in creative, then move on to a new world. Yeah, that's kind of what it was for me. Like I was doing my single player series, which I was having a lot of fun with. But I kept thinking like, man, it would be so cool to play on a server. So I kind of put my single player series on hold, which kind of at this point is, you know, unless people specifically ask for me to go back to the single player world, which nobody has in almost a year now, then the plan is to stay on the server because it's so much more fun playing with people. And it makes things easier too, i.e. collecting 15,000 gold blocks. So it's crazy to think that almost 2 double chests of those gold blocks is just for the central spire. Like, that's how big it is. It's gigantic. I don't even remember how long it took me to build originally. I think it was like 3 hours just to build that central spire. I think that's where those go. I hope that's where those go. I don't know how I end up missing these ones. They must be like... Oh, they're behind glowstone. That one was behind glowstone at least. Oh, I forgot. I was just gonna kind of travel over. There's bound to be a couple that I miss here and there, but I'm sure I'll see them eventually, and we'll get them replaced. I'm trying to remember my first single player world. I mean, that was over a decade ago, I think, at this point. But yeah, I remember I built like a square cobblestone base. I think everybody did that at one point. And I mean, I filled it up with some cool stuff. I think the first farm I ever made, outside of just like a basic, obviously like a basic like farm, like a, you know, like a wheat farm. First farm I ever made, actually, I remember it was in my amazing square cobblestone base. I made a cobblestone farm. That was like when the idea of a cobblestone farm like first came out, you know. And I put down my lava and my water, and I was like, I'm amazing at this game. I'm so awesome. Nowadays, it's like, oh, you built a cobblestone farm. Good for you. I remember my first successful redstone projects. They were so newbie, LOL. Yeah, same here. I mean, the first, like, real farm I ever tried to build was in like my second survival world I ever built, and it was a mob farm. But the thing was, back then I didn't fully understand like the spawning mechanics and everything, and I built this gigantic spire type mob farm with just like a drop in the middle to kill them with fall damage. And I stood there, like, I remember I sat my character down there for like 2 hours and I didn't get a single spawn. I'm like, what's going on? I didn't understand the concept that, like, well, there's tons of mobs spawning in the caves, there's tons of mobs spawning all around you, so they're not gonna spawn in there. I didn't actually know that back then. All right, I think we're done with this spire, and that's it for the smaller ones, I think. And just doing a quick fly around. Yep. And now for the Big Daddy. This is gonna take a while. Looks like we're about almost an hour into the stream. I'll be surprised if I can get halfway through this by the time we're done. You missed one on the very center. The top? Which spire? Oh, that one? Oh, this one too. Yeah. Thank you. I actually just realized that I missed that on all 3 of these spires. Good call, Derhay. And this bad boy too. Yeah, good call. Let me just double check I didn't miss that one on these. Nah, I think we're good over here. Yep, okay. It's time to get started on the Big Daddy. Big Daddy, what's going on? What up, Big Daddy? Another posture check, sorry. GG, thank you. Yeah, I know I'm amazing. I'm amazing at this game. I forget blocks. But yeah, like I said, at least with this one, I don't have to do all kinds of crazy digging around and repairing of redstone and whatnot, because, you know, once this is done, it should look really, really cool. Because when I originally built this in Creative and designed it, before the season even started, I built it with the gold blocks, and that's when I realized that getting 15,000 gold blocks would probably take a while, so I temporarily put the yellow concrete in place. And it grew on me, actually. The yellow concrete grew a lot. And there was one thing I was trying to find, actually, was seeing if I could find a resource pack that got rid of the border around the gold blocks and just kind of made it look a little more schmexy. Because, I mean, it looks fine with the border around it, but I was hoping, because the yellow concrete really grew on me, like I said, and that's a connected texture. Well, it's just a flat texture. But I was thinking, like, if I could find one that had a texture that, you know, connected the gold block, I thought that would look really, really awesome. And I found one, but it doesn't do what I expected. It kind of changes the texture of the gold block. It makes the gold block, actually, it's a texture pack that makes the gold blocks, emerald blocks, diamond blocks, and I think lapis blocks, and a couple other ones. It makes all of those connected textures, which is cool, but it kind of changes them a little bit, and that's not what I was looking for. I would just want to kind of get rid of that dark border around them so it doesn't look so blocky. I mean, like I said, it looks cool regardless, but if I can find one, yeah, connected texture, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So I found one resource pack, like I said, but it really changes the block a little too much. So, oh, if you run ray tracing on there, and it would look mind-blowing. Yeah, we'll see what crazy things we can do. I mean, I do have a shader pack as well installed. I can switch over to once this is done. I mean, I don't know how it'll look with the lighting. It might look a little odd, but we'll see. I'm really proud of my base, actually. Like, I'm having so much fun with this, and I can't wait to start building the city too. Like, once we put the city in front of it, it's gonna look really, really cool. And I think we're gonna have to go. Oh no, I already picked up some more gold blocks, but yeah, this is gonna take quite a while. Yeah, but the biggest reason that I did this, actually, at the beginning of the season, when I showcased, you know, I showed the creative concept of the base to everybody on the Discord, and I don't know who it was, but somebody said, you know, asked like, hey, are those spires built completely out of gold blocks? And I said, yeah, that's the plan, I think. And they said, you should definitely do it. It would be a super amazing flex. And I said, you know what? I definitely have to do it now. I don't know who it was, but somebody said that. And I was like, yeah, I definitely have to make sure that the spires are built out of gold. But who doesn't want a palace made out of gold? Like, seriously. Is there gold in between those two? I don't think there is. No, there's not. Okay. Did I miss one? I did miss one. Sploop. Okay. So it says, what shader do you have? I used to us something. It looked very cool, but it doesn't work for me anymore. I used oh, here's the connected texture pack I have, actually, a resource pack. Well, you guys, it's kind of behind my face, but it's called PACTM. Well, the CTM is the connected texture, whatever it stands for. Video settings, shaders, continuum. Oh, I just turned it on. It might look really, really bright, actually. Holy crap. That's cool. That's super cool. Yeah, this is the continuum pack. Let's see how far we can. Let's see if it actually loads. I don't know if it'll be able to load. Oh yeah. The thing is, it's super dark because of where the sun is. If the sun was behind me, you'd be able to see the front of the base would be all illuminated. But yeah, that looks super sweet. You can see the gold. Continuum. I don't know if you guys could see it behind see, why is it so dark? I don't understand. Oh, it's starting to light up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like the lighting in this one is very specific, and it like adjusts. See, now the outside, it's kind of like how your eyes adjust, you know, to the sunlight. It's pretty cool. So, I mean, like places like if there's a really bright light, which is the sunlight, this is what the forge looks like. This is really cool. Lava and water look pretty cool. And it actually gives you a cool little highlighter on the block as well. Yeah, continuum. I'm gonna turn it off now, actually. Here, let me go to it. Shaders. Can you see that behind my face? Yeah, continuum. You can turn on the internal shaders. I think this is just the default shader that comes with whatchamacallit. What am I trying to say? Optifine. Yeah, this is just the default shader that comes with Optifine. I don't think you guys can tell, but there's definitely a little more sheen with this one. But let me switch it back to just turn the shaders off. And then we'll get back to the task at hand. Yeah, so the internal shaders definitely have a little more sheen and brightness to it. Get out of here. You know what? Before we carry on, I'm actually going to make my trip over to the Ender right now because my pick is definitely going to break by the time we finish. And kind of filled up here. Kind of dump off some of this stuff. And I could probably just dump all the gold into one of my shulker boxes. So we don't lose it. We'll put the scaffolding in there too. Alright, we're gonna make that trip over to the Ender real quick. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I stream every Wednesday and Sunday, upload 1 to 2 videos a week. And I believe I mentioned in last stream, I'm gonna start and try to upload at least one tutorial video every week because, as I said, everybody really seems to really enjoy those ones for whatever reason. I honestly think it's because I'm doing the whole 3 minutes or less thing. Because a while ago I was looking at a bunch of YouTube tips and somebody said, you know, think of what you want to watch. Think of what you enjoy and what you're looking for. And for me, if I'm looking for a tutorial on something, honestly, video length is really important. Like, I don't want to watch a 10-minute video on how to do something in Minecraft if there's one that shows me it in 2 minutes. So that was one of the reasons I came up with the whole 3 minutes or less thing. And I have a lot of fun with that. It takes me sometimes like 5 or 6 tries to get a particular sentence out because I have to talk so fast. But yeah, I think people actually are enjoying that series because it's just straight and it's to the point. And I know a lot of people also do complain, like, why is this video so long? Why is this a 15-minute tutorial video just showing me like how to find a slime chunk? You know? I mean, some people like watching longer videos, but then at that point, why don't you just do like, you know, episodes in your world, like a series, you know? Like to me, a tutorial video should just be short and sweet to the point. All right. Okay, so we're gonna recharge. Our elytra is a little struggling a bit too. So here's my other silk touch pick, and thankfully there's not very many people here right now. And with how fast this is, it should just take a couple minutes to recharge these bad boys. But yeah, the Continuum shader pack's pretty cool. Actually, the only thing I don't like about it, I might try to do a different one. The only thing I don't like about it is the whole like focus adjust thing based on the brightness level. Because that gets a little weird because there's parts of like builds in the vanilla texture pack that, you know, would be lit up pretty well otherwise, that in that texture pack are just so dark. Texture pack, shader pack, I should say, are just so dark. Bye, Salad. You left. Yeah, there's tons of them out there. And if you have a good enough graphics card, you can run any of them. Right, there's one down. My armor should have charged up. Also see about recharging our shovel while we're here too. Earlier in the season, I accidentally threw my pickaxe into the ender and I thought I was screwed, but thankfully Zavom thought of that. A couple people have pointed out as well, you see how the XP orbs like make the chest disappear? Yeah, it's so weird. I think that's an Optifine bug. See how the chest kind of disappears behind the orbs? Definitely weird. Mending is definitely the greatest thing that was ever added to the game. Honestly, like back in the day when you used to have to repair your pickaxe, like, ugh. That was such a pain. All right, we are good to go, Stu. Efficiency 5, right? Yeah, I was gonna say. Why is it? Oh, we're gonna have to wait for all this XP to absorb into us. We're good. Let me grab some more rockets before we leave. And then we're good to go. Here on my channel, we all know that the elytra doesn't actually work unless you make the noise. All right, we're back. Posture check, posture check. All right, let's get back to it. And I don't have gold. Probably should go grab some more, but I guess we can just do that a little later. Here's where the real grind starts. You know who has a really good shader pack, actually? I don't know if you guys watch Corrales on Hermitcraft. I know he likes to show off a lot of his builds with the shader packs. The one that he uses is really cool. Maybe I'll look into that one. I know with Continuum you can adjust it. I don't really know how, though. A daisy. Starting to turn night. If somebody doesn't sleep soon, I have a feeling I'm gonna get attacked by phantoms. So like I was saying, I highly doubt we're gonna finish this central spire by the end of this stream, but after the stream's over, I think I'm gonna keep working and finish her up. And I feel a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. I tried to aim for my shoulder there. Phantoms? Phantoms? No? Okay. There we go. Somebody's sleeping. Hey boys, how's it going? Hey Dretch. What's up? I thought for a minute there you were gonna miss the stream. You haven't missed a stream in like 3 weeks. Kiwi burned to death. Oh no. Sorry, 1 second. I had a really bad itch in my eye. Sorry about that. England's being torn up by a storm. Oh, really? Ooh. I hope you're doing well, though. Not to do with me being late. I mean, things like that definitely draw your attention. Oh, man. I hate it when I don't pick up all of the pressure plates. Am I missing just one pressure? There it is. I was gonna say it's around here somewhere. But yeah, Dretch, we're actually finally replacing all of the spires on our palace with the gold blocks. Let me show you a quick preview, because I gotta jump down to get more gold blocks anyway. I love this Viking. But yeah, so although I do live pretty, yeah, wind's been bad for the last couple days, but the worst tonight. Lots of homes are being evacuated. I'm lucky to not be yet. And doubt I'll be evacuated, although I do not live pretty close to a river, so that might be great. Oh, well, that's good. Well, I hope if you and family and friends are all right. Looks expensive, but awesome. It is expensive. It actually took me like 4 or 5 months or so with help from other Symmetrians to collect up all the gold blocks. And the last spire we actually have to do is the center one. So for total, I've been doing this for about 7 hours. But once we're done with the center one, then we're all good. And then we will be fully replaced. Let me actually show you guys the, so I was just talking about a resource pack that whatever. That I was using that gives me a connected texture for gold. I was looking for one that gave a connected texture because I think it would just look a little cooler. So you can see a little bit of a preview there. It's not horrible. I'm gonna have to fly closer to load it all in. But it's just kind of like this off yellow color. It's not like the actual color of gold in vanilla. or the vanilla gold, I guess I would say. So it's kind of like a weird off yellowy color. What's that? Oh, that's the tomb. We don't talk about that. Yeah, so like it's a connected texture. It doesn't have the lines, but it's not like a gold color. It's like a weird off yellow. So I don't know if I'm gonna use that. I want to try to find a connected texture. So here, I'll switch back to for frame of reference here. But yeah, I wanted to find a connected texture for gold that I liked, because I really liked the idea of having a connected texture for the spire to make it look more round. I mean, they still look round even with the regular old gold blocks. But you know, oh yeah, I needed more gold. It doesn't look like gold to me. The connected texture one, if that's what you're referring to, yeah, it doesn't look gold. It looks like an off yellowy color. It's kind of weird. I don't want to use a whole texture pack either. Like I really don't want to use a texture pack. I've used texture packs in the past and there's nothing wrong with them. I know people enjoy them, but I like having the default look where I can help it with a couple tweaks here and there, like for the sandstone, how that has the connected, that's basically what I would want, is like how the sandstone has a connected texture with Optifine. That's kind of what I would want for the gold. Just something that kind of removes the border and makes it look a little more connected. You know, I mean, that's not how other people would see it, but even so. Just for my viewing pleasure and for the videos. Because I really liked having the connected texture of the yellow concrete. I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, is it, I still think it looks good. It's just you have all those little squares here, you know, all over the place. I think it looks, I mean, like I said, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. All right, second layer of like 60. Hello, no homework left. Hello, yes. Finished your homework, I see. I'm glad. Gotta get that studies out of the, gotta get those studies out of the way. I was there once. So yeah, we're working on replacing all of the yellow concrete on our base with the gold blocks, something that I have been talking about all season, and we're finally getting around to it. And we are on the central spire of the palace, the final one, but the one that will be most time consuming because it is the biggest. And this is actually taking longer than it took to actually build the spires in the first place, but these are the sacrifices we make for major flexes. Oop, not that. Do you have any tips for my future? Well, what do you want to do? I guess is the question. And what level of school are you in? I guess is the question. I'm happy to give advice. Eva, let's join the game. Hello, Eva. Yes says, do you grow up? What do you want to do? You want to grow up? Okay. Sorry, disappeared for a bit. If you want to tell me the name of the pack, I can edit it to be more like the original texture pack if you'd like. Oh, really? The pack is just called I think it's let me just look. PACTM. I know you can't see it behind my my face, but it's PACTM here actually. Oh, it won't actually show it when it's like that, sorry. PACTM. So it's connected textures for a bunch of different blocks, like netherite, diamond, gold, that kind of thing. I thought about messing around with it because I'm pretty savvy with image editing, but I never got around to it. If you wanted to give it a shot, that'd be cool. If there's a way for you to just do the gold block even, because I don't want connected textures or changes for any. Yeah, PACTM. All I really need is a connected texture for the gold. And like I said, I really would just want that like brownish border removed and then make it so it looks like a connected texture. That's kind of what I wanted. Like I said, the gold looks fine, but I'd rather it be a connected texture just to kind of bring everything together. Yes, and of course, solid advice. Good luck, everyone, and don't die is my usual advice to everyone, but in a kidding way. I have a coworker. His motto is drive fast, take chances. But just don't tell anybody that was me that said that. But yeah, yes. As in the person, yes. So you said your goal is to grow up. Well, are you in high school or are you in college? Let's just put that out there. You don't have to reveal personal information about yourself. I don't want you to reveal personal information if you're not comfortable. But if you're looking for advice, I would need a little bit more on where exactly you are. We are filling up on pressure plates pretty quickly here, and our inventory is going to fill up. We might have to make another trip downstairs. Or just put some of the pressure plates down. That works too, right? Less solid advice. Ha! I get it. It's a joke. It's funny. How's our inventory doing? Oh, we're fine. It's starting to get dark again. Looks like we're, well, I'm not too concerned about the terracotta or the concrete, so whatever, we really don't have to pick that up. Win! Phantoms. Die! Die! Die. Let's just go sleep. Oh, somebody beat me to it. Ow. Yeah, there's still a long way to go with this bad boy. Well, yes, the person, yes, if you're still here. Let me just put it this way. So, if you're in high school, my advice would be don't worry about anything right now and just enjoy yourself, because you have plenty of time to figure things out. If you are in college, my advice would be make sure that you're broadening your horizons, even if you think you have your major figured out. Because you may take a class on something that you never knew you liked and end up changing your major. That's what I did. That would be my life advice. Oh man, I hate it that I'm missing one pressure plate. Minecraft trivia, anyone? Yeah, actually, I did mention earlier in the video, it's been a while since we've done some Minecraft trivia. I would be happy to do some with you guys. I hate the fact that I'm missing one pressure plate. Just one, LOL. Yeah. Coconut. Decided to just use a normal item sorter. However, I've also built the shulker unloader. Depends how big the redstone is. I could perhaps use a multi-storage system. I've become Coconut's like #1 redstone consultant. So I need to build a couple more pressure plates. Yes, just one pressure plate. I know it's quite annoying. And I just jumped down here really quick to just kind of break down some of these blocks so I can build a good chunk of these so I don't ever have to come back down here. Hopefully that'll hold us off. If I get bored with this, I could always go inside and start from the bottom instead of doing everything from the top down. But we'll see. Okay, you good to come check what I've got to see a multi-storage system would work. Might use for a section or two of storage. Once I finish streaming, I can. Okay. So it said, that's cool. I'm Origami's redstone consultant, LOL, and I'm Never's redstone sensei. Yeah. Alright, so next level. Yeah, it seems like a lot of folks just don't have the patience for redstone. I think is like the #1 thing I hear. Somebody says I just don't feel like figuring it out. Rather, to me, it's like super cool and fun. The sound that's in this song right here kind of sounds like an Enderman. Jake says, I sell redstone project shulker with all sorts of redstone things. Coconut bought one. Oh, cool. You know, it's actually really nice buying redstone components because usually I just kind of make them as I go, depending on what project I'm doing. And sometimes that can get annoying. Starting to get that weirded out feeling again from staring at all this yellow for too long. Jake says, I've been doing a few basic redstone things and now I have to have my own redstone shulker. Oh yeah, I have my own redstone shulker. I constantly use up the components inside of it though. Salad says, do you have a redstone toolkit, Jake? Yeah. Yes says, what inspired you to start YouTube? Well, I started doing YouTube, what is it, January 2017. I actually just passed my 4-year anniversary for my channel, which is pretty cool. I mean, I wasn't doing YouTube I wasn't doing videos the whole 4 years. It was, there was like a year and a half, more like a year and a half in between where I really didn't have a computer powerful enough. So I wasn't doing it for a while, but yeah, so what originally inspired me to start doing videos? Honestly, it was kind of a two factor thing. So I always loved doing video gaming, and I always loved entertaining people. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an actor, or a comedian, or a musician or something, you know, something in the entertainment business. But as I got older and older, I kind of realized that, you know, I would have to either go to school for that or just get really lucky. And when I went to school, I fell in love with computer science, and that's what I started doing. So I never actually went down that route of getting into the entertainment business. When I started, basically after I graduated school and was at home after work doing nothing except playing Minecraft a lot, I was like, you know what, maybe I should start doing YouTube. Because I watched, I actually was watching Hermitcraft for a while before I was like, you know what, like, I play Minecraft all the time, maybe I should just start making videos. So that's why I did it. That's why I started. And missed a couple chats here. Josh says, I taught my friend a bit of redstone the other day and now he's hooked. A little too independent in my opinion, but some just learn differently. Yeah, here comes the RuneScape. You think I'm going to talk about RuneScape again? RuneScape isn't the reason I got into YouTube. I started doing runes. I did do a bit of streaming when I was playing RuneScape, right before my computer. Actually, when my computer stopped working, I started doing a bit of streaming for RuneScape on my laptop, and then I just kind of was like, this doesn't really work, and I stopped doing it. But no, RuneScape really wasn't the reason that I got into streaming and YouTube. Still though, RuneScape is cool. Well, absolutely. I consider RuneScape old school RuneScape, not RS3. I am a pretty big hater of RS3. I'm sorry that I'm a hater of RS3, but I really don't like it. But yeah, the old school RuneScape is definitely one of my favorite games of all time. But I can't really play MMOs, like, because if I'm trying to concentrate on Minecraft and I get into an MMO, I'm just going to get sucked into that, and I'm not going to play Minecraft. So I kind of stopped playing those. I was playing WoW for a while too, and I was having a lot of fun with WoW. I got through to the final raid with I joined a guild, and I got through to the final raid in the Battle for Azeroth expansion, and once we got through that is when I kind of stopped playing, and that's when I picked back up the YouTube channel too. So I kind of was like, if I'm gonna keep doing this, I need to probably stop playing WoW. I actually have one of my very good friends, IRL, has been playing WoW in RuneScape for ages and has been playing the same character for ages, and he has multiple characters in WoW that are max level. His knowledge is amazing, and RuneScape too. His characters in RuneScape are pretty amazing as well. And yeah, he's one of those guys that has just been playing for years and years and years. I actually know another guy too who has played every shred of WoW. And when I say every shred, I mean he started playing WoW like the day it released back in 2003. And he's played every expansion to death ever since. He's been playing it ever since. Hasn't stopped. And now he's like 40, I think, in his 40s. So, you know, I know some pretty OG gamers. Uh, 05559. The only MMO I play is a lot of Final Fantasy 14. Oh, cool. Been a few years since I played RuneScape too. By the way, welcome to the stream, Zero. Thank you for joining. But yeah, and Yes says, I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna try speed running. Stay safe. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining me in. Or, yeah. been a few years since I played RuneScape. Yeah, I played RuneScape. I was playing RuneScape. I think it's been about a year and a half since I played RuneScape. And like I said, I kind of really can't go back to it at this point. Oh, I already did that row. Or area, whatever. Kind of can't really go back to it at this point because I'll probably just get sucked back into it and just stop paying attention to Minecraft. And I don't want to do that. I also got into card gaming too. I played a lot of Magic the Gathering. That I have a friend who's been playing Magic for like over a decade. Actually, it's been over probably 15 years or so he's been playing Magic, and he got me into Magic. Magic's a lot of fun. Then I have another friend who plays Hearthstone, which is very similar to Magic, and I was playing that for a while. That's a lot of fun. See, those are the kind of games like Magic and Hearthstone. Those are the kind of games where you can sit down and play for, you know, a few hours and then walk away from. Rather, an MMO is something that you're just going to constantly play. Minecraft is similar to that as well. I have to sneeze again. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm missing chat here. But yeah, 0, yeah. Never actually played Final Fantasy 14. The only one I've ever played is Final Fantasy 7 and then 12, I think. The one with the short-haired blonde dude. That was on PS2. I think that was 12. But yeah. Bless you, thank you. Solid said, did you play Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh yeah, I played Yu-Gi-Oh. I actually also played Pokemon. I had a whole thing of Pokemon cards, like old school Pokemon cards, and I'm pretty sure my mom threw them away. Same thing with my old school Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I had a first edition Red Eyes Black Dragon. My mom probably threw that out. I tried finding them the one day, like years and years and years later, when I started finding out that they were worth money. And I went back to my mom's house. I was like, what happened to the cards? And she's like, oh, I don't know. I probably threw them out. I was like, jeez. Sorry for the sniffles. My nose is weird today. But yeah, I was actually in a Pokemon card league. Where we would go, my brother and I were in that. I think we would go maybe 2 or 3 times a week, and there would be tournaments, and you can get like points, and then like as you accumulated points, you can trade in your points for like more packs or like store credit. And they also had a badge system, kind of like how it was in the show, where, you know, like you would travel through and collect up all the badges. They had the same thing at this place where I did tournaments, and if you collected up all the badges, you could get like a free deck, one of those deck packs, I think it was. There's a lot to it. You could also win money. I was really young when I did that. Judge says, those types of games aren't really my type. I prefer my strategy and sandbox games. I play a pretty strategic shooter called Generation Zero. I'm not normally into shooters, but damn. Oh, cool. I never heard of Generation Zero, but... I mean, I do get into shooters. It depends on the shooter, though. Like, I like Halo, Destiny, Fallout, those types of shooters. My nose is running and I don't have any tissues. So, once again, sorry for the sniffles. Both Final Fantasy X and 12 main characters had short blonde hair. Then it was probably either 10 or 12, I don't know. I just know 7. 7 I consider one of my favorite games of all time. And I actually have it on my Xbox, and I was just doing a playthrough of that recently, and I kind of stopped. The only collectible thing I have are Jurassic World stickers. Oh, nice. I also collected keychains for a while. Oh no, I'm sorry you lost your edition, first edition Blue Eyes. It was a first edition Red Eyes Black Dragon. The Blue Eyes White Dragon, unless you got the Blue Eyes that was in the booster packs, that was worthless. But I had a Red Eyes that was out of a booster pack. Coconut, first time watching your stream. Mrs. Coconut says hi too. Hey Coconut, what's up, man? I heard there was a big storm in England. Well, at least where Drotch lives. So I hope you guys are okay. I think you guys are English, right? But hey, yeah, welcome to the stream. We are replacing all of the yellow concrete on my base with gold, which is a long and drawn out tedious process, and I think I'm coming up on hour 8. But these are the sacrifices we make. I gotta pick some of these up. I don't want them to despawn. Okay. Let me make a trip downstairs real quick. By the way, we're an hour and 40 minutes into the stream. Thank you guys for joining. We got about another 20 minutes before we wrap up. But yeah. It's not a game, but I was a Bionicle collector till it was discontinued. Oh, yeah. My cousin was a big Bionicle collector as well. Bionicles are cool. I really need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have 6 spots open. We can always just make more trips as we need to. Cool. Coconut says storm. I don't know. Ben said indoors. Ha. Yes, both from UK. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know. I know UK is a pretty big place. By the way, if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button, please consider doing so. My name is Backdraft. I stream every Wednesday and Sunday, mostly on the Symmetria server, False Symmetry's Patreon server. And I also upload videos for my current survival series on the server at least once a week, and I also upload tutorial videos, redstone videos, and more. So consider hitting that subscribe button. And make sure to leave a like on this stream. This is your friendly reminder. I do upload these videos to my channel after the streams are concluded so that you can go back and watch, and anybody else who didn't get a chance to see them live can go back and watch them as well. Thank you guys for joining. I'm missing chat here. I think you need a bigger inventory. Yeah, if only there was a block that, you know, that took up 1 space in my inventory, but I could store 27 stacks of items in it, you know. If only there was a block like that in the game. Fortunately, there's not, I don't think. That was a joke, by the way. Zero, there's a survey on the Lego site to bring back old sets, and it's one of them. Oh, nice. Yeah, Bionicles were cool. I had a couple of them. I used to put them together. But yeah, my cousin had like every single one that ever came out. Oh, I think we're done here. We just gotta do this, pressure plates. Yeah, there's so many blocks. That was just one section. I feel another sneeze coming on, so sorry. I don't know what's going on with me today. Solid says, I don't see the red subscribe button, only a gray out box that says it's subscribed. Oh, okay. There might be a glitch in your browser, maybe, possibly. I would switch to a new browser. I would definitely recommend Internet Explorer. And make sure that you have Flash Player enabled. Missed a bit, yeah, Storm. It's been from west to east, Manchester at least, cause lots have been evacuated and now it's here. Is it a hurricane? I don't think it's hurricane season, is it? Maybe for you guys it is. Flash is dead, my dude. I know, I was completely joking. I would never recommend anybody ever use Internet Explorer or Flash Player. Well, Flash. Flash was dead before I even became a programmer. Darn, I hear horrible things about Explorer. Something about Dora. What do you think of AOL? Oh, AOL is great. I actually think AOL Instant Messenger is making a comeback. You know, chat rooms and all that. Definitely making a comeback. I think it's going to make texting obsolete, actually. I don't think anybody's going to be texting anymore. I think they're just going to be using AOL Instant Messenger. Definitely. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. Actually, I do like Phantoms. I think Phantoms are a pretty good addition to the game. Jake says, yeah, I was looking for the unsubscribe button when you said that. That's right, burn. Okay, so I think we're on this level now. That was like 45 minutes and we just got that much done. This is literally gonna take a long time. But we will keep on grinding. This is why my episode this week is kind of delayed, because I really wanted to just get this out of the way. Oh, hi. Hi. Thank you. +1 subscriber. Thank you. Much appreciated, Mr. Coconut. Revive dial-up fax machines. Matrix printers. Oh God. Daisy wheel printers. I don't know what that one is. I know what everything else is. I don't know what a daisy wheel printer is. So it says, Phantoms are nice to you. You get swarmed by them in the middle of a snowstorm. Been a while since I had to run for my life. There's been a couple times where I ran for my life from Phantoms, but once again, I'm sorry for the sniffles. My nose is just... I wonder if I'm allergic to something. I mean, it is really, really cold where I am today. It's like 25 degrees outside. The missus didn't realize people streamed on here. She wanted cam time. Oh, yeah. Actually, when I joined, before I joined, I actually asked False. Because I really wanted to join a server, but I asked her... I said, hey, you know, can people who have YouTube channels stream and make videos on the server? And because I didn't know if that was really allowed, because some people don't like people doing that on their servers, and she said it was absolutely allowed. So yeah, a lot of people stream. We have stream weekends actually. Going to get my Commodore 60. Daisy wheel printers are, please look them up this second. I need everyone to hear how amazing they sound. Going to get my Commodore 64 back. My mom still has her Commodore 64 in our attic at home, actually. Well, at her house. At home. I have my own house. Super Nintendo, yeah. I have my N64, actually. It's in the basement. It's still hooked up. It works great. Isn't that just a typewriter? A daisy wheel printer? Is it just a typewriter? Okay, fine. Just for you, I'll look it up. Daisy Ridley. No, daisy wheel printer. Oh, one of those things. Yeah, okay. I know what that is. I never knew what it was called, though. Feeling old now. It's kind of like a typewriter. I mean, have no fear. I mean, I'm not that much of a youngin' myself. Like, my first ever console was a NES. I also had a Super Nintendo. I had a Sega Genesis. I had a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and then I got an Xbox. I also had a Gateway PC. That was my first ever PC. Well, it was my mom's, but... By the way, we got about 10 minutes left. We're going to see how much of this we can grind out. Still a lot more to go with this central spire. But that's okay, like I said. We will keep the grind alive. This is probably going to take me like another hour or two to do the whole thing. I don't know how much of this I can bear. I've been breaking it up, but you know, I've been doing it for the last couple of days. I could really only do it for like 2 or 3 hours before I start losing my mind. Also, Jake, if you're around when I'm done streaming, I could probably come take a look at where you want your staircase. If you want. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, sorry. My nose is just running like crazy. This is a nice mix, actually. I might have to use this one again. Yep, still room for more. Any ideas what else I can sell here? Cheese. Of every kind. Definitely cheese. Limburger. Garlic, mozzarella. Munster cheese, American cheese, goat cheese, cheddar cheese, shrimp gumbo, shrimp creole, shrimp pasta, shrimp cocktail, shrimp scampi. That's about it. Alright, Bub. Forrest Gump is one of my favorite movies. Just watched it the other day, actually. But you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. I think I'm slowly losing my mind. Just staring at this yellow and go, like, when does this end? How big is this section? I feel like I've been doing this section for like 15 years. Lieutenant Dan, I got you an ice cream. Jesus, man. That was pretty good. Thank you. Good morning, all. Good morning. Oops, my bad. Oh, you guys are UK, so you're 5 hours ahead of me. But wait. 5 hours ahead of me? That means it's like 2 a.m. where you guys are? 1:35. Oh, I can't math, sorry. Oh, 2 a.m. Yeah, I was pretty close. Wow. I can't stay up that late. I have to wake up at 5:45 for work. Hey, we finally made it to the end. Yeah, those printers are pretty much typewriters. It's 1:34 midnight. Oh, Jesus. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We got about another 5 minutes or so. It's gonna take us even longer to place down these pressure plates. It's a lot harder to see them when there's actual gold blocks underneath them. I just felt like running. I don't know if you can hear how fast I'm spam clicking, but I'm spam clicking pretty fast. Always a good way to spend early mornings, my guy. Great relaxation. Well, I'm glad I could help you out, my friend. Thank you so much for, like I said, I'm pretty sure you've made it to every single stream for like the past several weeks. Every Sunday and Wednesday. Well, how many people are on the server now? Oh, lots of active folks. I do my best. Dratch is starting to be a part of the server, but not actually on the server. Yeah. Okay, that's another section done. Oh man, let's see if I can finish this last section before I call it an evening. For the next half hour, everything at KFC is buy one get one free. Ooh. Can I get a bucket of chicken? Or just a stack of chicken? I guess a stack of chicken is kind of like a bucket of chicken, right? Did you guys know that in the southern US, in the South, people put grape jelly on their chicken from KFC? Like if you go to KFC in the South, in any southern state, they ask you if you want grape jelly with your chicken. Like I don't know if that's like a normal thing for some people, but that's pretty gross. That's like I don't know. That's gross. Like in the actual states surrounding Kentucky and the like, they actually put jelly on their chicken, and I fell in. Okay. Well, at least we can see the progress that we've made and how much more we have to go. Usually I'm pretty good about flying up through a single hole like this. Let's see. Wow. I'm a pro. Sploopy. All right. A mascot, yes. Drotch is the unofficial mascot of the Symmetria server. Splat, that would have been a great ending to the stream. Yeah. Welp, I died. See you guys Sunday. I made sure to make every part of my base accessible without an elytra, so that if I somehow do die and don't have my spare elytra around, I can get there. Except for like the tops of the spires, obviously. The only time I really spend any time up here is when I am doing work, like right now. Okay, how are we looking? How much gold do I have left? Should have enough to finish up this row. Like I said, I want to get this row done, or section, or whatever the heck it is. And then we will wrap up the stream. Hopefully it doesn't take too much longer. And Lieutenant Dan got us invested in some fruit company. And then he said we didn't have to worry about money no more. And I said, okay, good. One last thing. How big is your gold farm to afford all this? Let's talk about that, actually. So, lots of other Symmetrians and myself have been doing long drawn out AFK sessions at my gold farm since September. And I needed to collect about 4.5 double chests of gold blocks. Not gold ingots, gold blocks. 4.5 double chests of gold blocks. That's over 15,000 gold blocks. That's how many I needed to replace all the spires in my base. By the way. So it's been a long time coming, but we're finally there. And this central spire is a huge pain. It's about 3 times the size of any of the other ones, so. But we're getting there. Slowly, but don't call me Shirley. Josh says, if I had the money to be able to play on the server, believe me, I would. It would be an honor, but for now, jobs at my age are a commodity. Ah. Yeah, it happens. Jake says Fluffy has his own farm, right? Yes, he does. He does. For a while, Fluffy was using my gold farm, but because his wasn't actually working. But once he got his working, he stopped using mine. I actually let most people use mine for free, although some people do leave some diamonds as a donation for the use, but not really necessary. You don't have to. Sorry, 1 sec. Nope. Alright, we're just over 2 hours. Thank you guys so much. Normally I would end at 2 hours, but I'm going to see if I can wrap up this row here. Or section, or loop, or whatever it is. Whatever you want to call it. I will sometime, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, take care of everything else first. I don't even know where your gold farm is. So actually I probably can take you guys there real quick. So in this central spire here, so on the back balcony here off of my bedroom, there are ladders that lead up into the central spire. And inside the central spire is 3 awesome beacons on top of gold blocks, and then this cool little sandstone staircase that leads up to another portal that leads up to the roof of the nether. And this is where the gold farm is. Do you have a subscription for your gold farm people can pay to use it? Honestly, you can just come and use it. If you want to leave a donation of a few diamonds when you do use it, that's appreciated. It's not necessary though. This is the gold farm, by the way. And I think this was a Nembomb design, or was it a Rayworks design? I can't remember, one of the two. I have a whole episode on the server where I build it, but this is pretty much the most efficient gold farm you can build that doesn't involve you swinging your sword. It's pretty gigantic. With perfect rates, meaning you're on a single player world and there's nobody else playing on the server, it produces about 20,000 nuggets an hour. I mean, with the rates on the server, you can normally get like 6 or 7 stacks of gold blocks, like in a 8-hour session. So, all in all, you'll get about around a stack of gold blocks per hour of AFK. It's pretty gnarly. The AFK spot is right up here. It's built just perfectly above the roof of the nether as well, so that you can AFK without activating any spawns on the below the roof. I have 1.5 stacks of gold blocks in 3 hours. Okay, so I do think it depends on how many players are online how many players are online as well, but that could be true for depending on how many players there are. Did I pick up those gold blocks that I accidentally threw through the portal? I don't know if I did. Whatever. Bloopity. But yeah, this is how much we have left in this spire. There's a lot. We're getting there though. That was bad rates at that time, but others I have seen good rates. Yeah. Yeah, 1.5 stacks in 3 hours. There was probably quite a few people online. Is my light on the wrong setting? Hang on a second. Oh no, it was right. There we go. Cool. Wait. There we go. You can see my complexion kind of changed there a little bit. Messing around with the settings on my... Is that Coconut? Is that you, Coconut? Oh, that's Mrs. Coconut. Hi, Mrs. Coconut. And she's gone. Are you guys messing with my base? Oh! 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 It's a gold mini block! Look at that! Look at that! It's a gold mini block! It's so cute! It's so cute! Thank you! I'm gonna put that above my mantle in the bedroom. I shall call it shiny, and it shall be mine, and it shall be my shiny. Where did you get that? Oh, it's a player head. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna put it right there. Bloop. Maybe I'll move it because it looks like it's kind of floating in midair. But we'll leave it there for now. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me grab a couple more stacks of gold blocks, and I'm falling. Yep, need to activate that. Bloopity, bloop, 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 bloop. And that should be good to finish up that last little section before we end the stream. By the way, that little platform up there is the AFK platform for my mob farm, which is in that tower right there. Alright. We're getting there, we're getting there. But yeah, this will probably take another like 2 hours to finish. I don't know if I'll have the patience to finish it tonight. Or maybe I will. We'll see. We'll see how I feel once I'm done streaming. Dretch says, I hadn't seen those chests before, but my reaction when it opened, blimey. Yes, all of that was filled with gold blocks. It's almost gone now that we're nearing the end of this replacement project. Looks like I missed a couple here. And I would have never noticed otherwise. Come here. We're gonna lose a few blocks and pressure plates here and there, but that's okay. Yeah, this palace is definitely the biggest build I've ever done in survival Minecraft. And I mean, it doesn't really take up that much space per se, but it's super tall. And there's a lot of blocks to it. Are we nearing the end? Is this thing almost done? We're at about 2 hours, 8 minutes. That's fine. I think we're nearing the end. On a survival world, I've only got a double chest of iron ingots, let alone gold blocks. Well, if you build the gold farm that I built, you could probably get close to that. It just would take a lot of AFK. Really, the reason I built that crazy gold farm is for this reason, because I need a lot of gold for this build. It's not like you haven't got the gold to replace them. Of course, of course. We should have more than enough to finish up. Are we almost there? Like, how much more of this is there? Oh, we're getting there. And I think I mentioned earlier in the stream, I'm gonna have close to 4 double chests of yellow concrete when I'm done. So if anybody ever needs any yellow concrete, I'm all ears to a very generous offer in your favor, because I really have no clue what to do with all the yellow concrete right now. We've already reduced this pickaxe to half durability. Which means we've mined like 7,000 blocks or so, I think. I don't know for sure. True, to be fair, my iron farm had only 3 villagers, regardless, considering zombie pig and mostly dropped nuggets. Yeah, true. I mean, you can build a pretty beefy iron farm. If only you could recolor concrete. Can you recolor concrete? Do we have a data pack for that? If you place a chest at House of Bones and sell it there, I think it gets a lot of traffic. Oh. Okay. I mean, that's your shop, though. I don't want to intrude on your shop. You can't recolor concrete on this server, can you? Do we have a data pack for that? Are you trolling me? Coco? Maybe I should... I'll go check. I don't think we do. I mean, you can recolor certain things, but concrete, I'm pretty sure, is not one of them. Unless I'm delusional. Oops, wrong chat again. Alright, once we get these pressure plates down, I think it's time to wrap up the stream, ladies and gents. Answer is no. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think we were able to do that. I know you can recolor wool. I know we can do that, but you can recolor powder. Yeah, but I don't think you can reduce concrete to concrete powder. That would be a cool data pack to have. Be able to like crush concrete down to concrete powder, maybe by putting it in a smelter. Like put converted concrete into a smelter to turn it back into concrete powder, then you can recolor the powder. I don't think that's, you know, I mean, I know we only like to use data packs on the server that are, you know, vanilla friendly, but I don't think that's too unvanilla. What do you guys think? I think that would be just fine. So smelt concrete back into powder form, and then you can recolor the powder. He wants a 25% cut of the profits in a stone cutter. Wait, you can recolor concrete in a stone cutter? That's a thing? No, no, no. Okay. Oh, you mean instead of smelting it, you mean instead of smelting it, put the concrete into a stone cutter to turn it back into powder. That's what you're saying? Yeah, okay. I mean, turn it into powder would be cool. Yeah. I mean, that doesn't necessarily have to be in vanilla Minecraft, but if we had a data pack for it, I think that would be decent enough. Because, like, I mean, I've always kind of thought it was a little annoying that once you craft certain things, you can't craft them back into their, or reduce them back into their raw materials. Which is cool why we have on this server where you can like craft slabs back into full blocks. You can craft stairs back into full blocks, which is really cool. I think that's really handy. And wool, you can recolor wool. I like turning slabs back into full. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Alrighty, ladies and gents. We've been streaming for about 2 hours and 15 minutes, and as you can see, we've made some progress on the central spire. We have all the other spires done. All the gold blocks have been placed. Thank you guys so much for joining me for the Wednesday evening live stream. Josh says, I kind of want a completely custom color dye and stuff. I like dyeing leather armor. Yeah. I never really messed around with leather armor. But yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining. My name is Backdraft. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment. Share with your friends. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out as usual. Stay tuned for the next episode of the Symmetria server. Hopefully it'll be by the end of the week. And the next tutorial video will be coming out this week as well. 3-minute tutorials. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm going to keep grinding away with the gold blocks. And I'll see you guys again. Take care. Thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye. Have a good one.